So I'd like to share with you a breathing technique that really helps with dental anxiety, with fear, and calming down the central nervous system. I have my lovely assistant Valeria here to help demonstrate. It's called the zone of apposition breathing. It is training our deep breathing muscle, the diaphragm, to go in its most posterior superior position, that zone of apposition, to be able to let all the air out. What happens when we can actually do this is it's full parasympathetic innervation. Nerve receptors, fears, anxieties all start to dissipate, and all it takes is 3 simple breaths. Now, very important, when I do this with a patient, especially one that's already anxious, I first ask to take a deep breath with the patient, because sometimes I don't realize that I might be breathing deep or short and shallow and fast and in a way that instigates anxiety. And if I'm breathing that way, I'm going to transfer that energy into the patient. It's kind of like, it's okay, don't worry, don't stress. If I'm communicating that energetically, it doesn't matter what I say. What matters is how I'm reacting. So, Valeria, would it be okay if we took a deep breath before we get started?
Sure.
Okay. I want you to let all your air out, relax your shoulders, and take a deep breath in. And let it go. How'd that feel?
Good. Relaxed.
Good. So I have a breathing technique that can take that just a little bit further. Are you okay if I lean you back and we go through that? Okay. I'm going to seat you back so that you can feel your spine fully connected to the chair. And this is really important to start to depress the low ribs. When our low ribs are flared up, which they most often are, especially when we're stressed, we're constricting the lower breathing muscles, so it's unable to go all the way up and all the way down. So instead, we're short, shallow breathing up here in the chest, in the shoulders, creating neck aches, creating shoulder tension, and a lot of unnecessary stress. So the first thing I want you to do, lift your chin up. Notice how the low ribs already depressed just from that alone. Now your deep breathing muscle is also connected to your hamstrings. So if you slightly push your heels into the chair, you'll feel your hamstrings working a little bit, and that really helps pull on the deep breathing muscle. Now from here, all I want you to do is focus on relaxing your shoulders and take a gentle breath in. Now blow out like you're blowing through a straw. And what this does is it slows down the exhale. The slower the exhale, the more parasympathetic driven your nervous system will be. Hold it all at the bottom. Really push, really push. The diaphragm's going all the way up. And now gently breathe in again. And let it go. Relax the shoulders. Passively engage your hamstrings. Beautiful. Another breath just like that. Even slower this time. Slow as you can go. And now just soften through everything. Relax everything. Maybe even close your eyes. It is okay. You are perfectly safe. And when you're ready, you can breathe again, naturally. How did that feel, Valeria?
Good. I'm really concentrated how to breathe, and I think I forgot about my procedure. And I feel good, relaxed.
That's a great point. It's a great distraction too. It helps somebody focus inwardly instead of focusing on what's about to happen to them. It gives them power, it gives them control. We can always control our central nervous system no matter what's happening to us. And this is such an incredibly empowering and powerful tool. And two really important points. Focus on relaxing the shoulders to help the patient breathe deep. And when in doubt, just get them to focus on breathing slow. Nothing more. Sometimes it can be too complicated to include the hamstrings, to think about the low back, to think about all these other things. the simpler the better. The only point is to breathe slow and breathe deep, to really slow it down. And it really starts with ourselves. If we can slow our breathing in ourselves, we can communicate it and energetically pass it on to our patients. Now, this is also great for right before you go to sleep, especially after a stressful day. If you just take 3 zone of apposition breaths, it really helps take your mind away from all the stress that's in your life and just be able to let go, to soften, and to sleep. I hope this helps. Let me know if you have any questions. Thank you, Valeria.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching.